Whatever happens, happens. We're seeing the JJK leaks right now. JJK modulo leakies. Is it 22 translated? I am not sure. It's 23. Is this translated? Is it translated? Probably not. It is not. Okay. 23 translated. Full English. Full English translation. Now, is there anything better? I don't want to be spoiled, so I'm not reading like it too quickly. I really don't. Okay, the problem with last chapter is that last chapter is really good. Like last chapter is really cool and fun, right? But lo problemo is that the translations were absolute dog shit, but the chapter itself is really good. Chapter itself makes, why is this in Portuguese? Chapter itself makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so I reread all this. It's really cool. It's pretty good. It's not this one, is it? Yeah, it's this one. So yeah, it's big. So we know what to expect with these. So last thing up, the translations are really shit. We're just gonna have to wait for the official. But I don't want to be spoiled myself. So we're gonna try to understand. That's part of the fun too, trying to understand it as we're going. So, Maro and Itadori are aiming for world peace. It's a fun way of putting it, world peace. Even if cursed energy is removed from Japanese people, cursed spirits will likely still be born. That's what we saw at the end of the last chapter. Huh? What about everything we've talked about so far? Is this him thinking? Probably is him thinking. I see shrugging his shoulder. First, shall we talk about people overseas who are said to have no cursed energy? As I said before, cursed energy is unique to Japanese people and those with Japanese roots, with the exception of very few outliers like Miguel and shit. People overseas also emit cursed energy, although it is quite weak compared to Japanese. So cursed spirits are also born overseas, are they? They are few in number, but occasionally a strong one pops up. They're weak, yet strong? You are not understanding this at all. Hopefully the translation is okay. Because the cursed energy is weak, it doesn't dissipate. At least this seems better than last time. Last time I didn't record it, but I was reading it with a friend. It just didn't make any sense at all. It was full gibberish. Because the cursed energy is weak, it doesn't dissipate and can take shape. The leakage of cursed energy is limited. Weak cursed spirits, like the ones in Japan, don't grow enough to take shape overseas. And it's taken about 17 years since the existence of cursed spirits was made public. The cursed energy of people overseas has also begun to flow into Tokyo. In other words, even if you eliminate cursed energy from Japanese people, cursed spirits originating from overseas will still continue to be born, both abroad and Tokyo, just as before, and there will be no sorcerers to exorcise them. That complicates things. But if this place is the path for every soul on Earth, then the souls of living things should be no exception. Then it comes down to completely eliminating cursed energy from all humanity, including from people from overseas. That's impossible, right? Okay. Please continue. I ask of my innate technique. What does that mean? In the first place, when I said I would eliminate, I meant as much as possible. Isn't your eliminate the same as mine? Even if you shape the soul to eliminate cursed energy from Japanese and Sumerians, won't a faint amount of cursed energy still be released just from with people overseas? Then, by the same mechanism as those originating overseas, cursed spirits will continue to be born from Japanese people too. Those numbers will decrease significantly. Though the numbers will decrease significantly. Hmm, maybe. It is likely so. Currently, my technique is being used for the harmony between Simurians and Japanese. What does harmony mean, essentially? Like, that's a big question I have. Because it cannot do anything that would harm someone's physical body. I figured as much. Without the metabolism, wait, what? Because it cannot do anything that would harm someone's physical body. I figured as much. Without the metabolism of cursed energy, there is high likelihood it would be harmful to the physical body. Hmm. Oh, there's Doji and Maki. Let's see. Except for people like Maki, you have heavenly restrictions. They've sacrificed something from birth to enhance themselves. Cursed energy cannot be completely eliminated. It is simply part of human karma. So, okay, we got the idea of karma coming back. Let's see a little drawing of these two. In a future world without sorcerers, isn't the risk too high if even a small number of high potential cursed spirits are born? Yeah, right? Leave that to me. Given the time I've been granted, I can countermeasures in place by the next. I can have countermeasures in place by the next generation. Wow, so he's really taking on the burden. He really wants to take on the whole burden of everyone in the world by eliminating all sorcerers, being only him left, and saying that he'll have countermeasures in place by the next generation. He's saying he'll train people to exercise cursed spirits without cursed energy. People somewhat like Maki that maybe use special glasses or something. If we eliminate cursed energy, are cursed artifacts still like a thing? Probably, right? It will be much better than the current power balance between cursed spirits and sorcerers. The number of cursed spirits born in a year will be countable on one hand. Oh wow, okay, so that is a lot less than I was thinking, because when you think like the whole world, well, if there's like a few hundred in each continent, maybe that's manageable. I don't know, it's actually like born in a year will be countable with on one hand. Like five at most in a year then. Like that's totally manageable. And if like occasionally a strong one pops up, having Yuji prepare countermeasures. What exactly does he mean by countermeasures? I'm assuming it's like students. He would create a department. I don't know. But even so, when we and the people of Earth once again find ourselves at odds over cursed spirits, the cursed spirits just need to be in harmony as well. Let's remove the cause that makes the Rumble tribe confuse cursed spirits with Kalian. And what is that cause exactly? I understand, okay, if we can, if eliminating cursed spirits is just not plausible, then let's bring them in to the harmony as well. Let's coexist. Let's be neighbors, right? But what exactly is the cause that makes the Rumal tribe confuse cursed spirits with the Kalian? That's the question all had, I guess. Only, and he's touching like a little toy that looks like one of an alien with three eyes. Only those necessary for harmony are called here, right? Like I need a thorough explanation of harmony, real quick. What is the difference between a cursed spirit and a Kalian? Why do the Rumal tribe feel the same? I guess it's probably a translation. Why do the Rumal tribe feel they are the same? Isn't this one Isn't this the one who will tell us that? This. What? This thing? Cursed spirits are evil things. Since they are born from cursed energy, there is nothing that can be done about it. But just because something looks like a cursed spirit doesn't necessarily mean it's evil. Sure. Oh, we got Chozo. And, I don't remember what this place is called. Once, there was an immortal sorcerer, a person named Tengen. That person was over 500 years old and had become something close to a cursed spirit in existence. Yeah, and I definitely feel like they know what they're doing with with JJK season 3 coming out now. People are getting like reminded of that because I remember this from the episode a bit ago. Tengen said that I think it's a she. Tengen said that like her existence someone is like her spirit now, and that I've already forgot that the yapping session that was in that episode. But essentially, um, I'm not gonna try and explain the barrier stuff right now. Let's just continue reading. That person was over 500 years old and had become something of close to a cursed spirit in existence. They were by no means a bad person. My older brother is a hybrid between a curse and a human. There were many things at first, but we were able to understand each other. Well, I guess what he means by this, like there were many like hurdles at first. Then, like eventually, we were able to understand each other. The reason why Kalians attack Samurians, other than the rural tribe, so like this is why the Kalians distinguish the tribes, right? The tribe that Dabra comes from, I forgot the name. I don't know if that's like the rural tribe. Might be the name. It's been a few weeks. The tribe that Dabra comes from it's usually will get attacked by Kalians, while the tribe of our aliens, the Samurians, will be usually ignored by them. Is it something that comes from a cursed spirit like evil? Is it something? Ooh, okay. The reason why they distinguish those two when they are they they don't attack one, but then they are hostile to the other, could be something that comes from cursed spirit. Could be a sort of mishmash of little cursed spirits action coming into it there. Because there's nothing definitive about this. They're just going off what we have. We know that there's a person who lived so long they eventually sort of resemble the cursed spirit in existence. My brother is like half cursed spirit, but he is a good person. These people are good people, so like it's not exactly defined. So it is a hypothesis, which they're most likely right. We see a little ball of flame, cursed energy, I don't know. The color of their souls is the same. Color of their souls. Among the many colored souls, only the Kalians, cursed spirits, and Romo tribes share the same color. Cursed spirits are vessels made from leaked cursed energy. That's the definition of cursed spirits. The problem is that a soul can be housed within that vessel. Right. A soul the same color as the Kalians and Romo tribes. So let's keep reading so I can get a better understanding before I start spouting some bullshit. That is why we perceive cursed spirits and Kalians as being of the same nature. Like Kalians do not attack the Romo tribe. Right. A soul can be housed within that vessel. Cursed spirits are vessels made from leaked cursed energy. Soul can be housed within that vessel. Soul with the same color. scallions in Roman tribe. The same color. That's why they're perceived as the same nature. Why Callians do not attack the Roman tribe. Okay, so they do not attack the Roman tribe. Got it. That is the tribe they don't attack. So it wasn't a reason to attack, but it was a reason not to attack. Because they have the same souls. Same colored souls, I guess. Okay, gotcha. So they're technically hostile to everything, but to what they accept what they consider to be the same nature as themselves. Okay. The contradiction of a cursed spirit functioning as a vessel for a soul, despite having no physical substance, has created a commonality with divine beings across the stars. Right, coincidence, some sort of convergent evolution. Does it look like we can do something about it? Holy yap. It is impossible to repaint the color of the soul. There is a way to do it. That is encouraging. But what is the logic behind being able to affect souls that are yet to be born? What is the logic? Okay. Is gege going into into pro-life? Pro-choice? What is the logic behind being able to affect souls that are yet to be born? It's not directly for the souls that will be born from now on. It's not directly for the souls that will be born from now on. What? It's not directly for the souls that will be born from now on. This place where all the souls of Earth pass through, by remodeling it into a soul branching and modeling device. The colors of the soul will be scattered. The shapes will be adjusted, and the cursed energy will be erased here as much as possible. So there is no other way. With that method, the Kalyan who is currently on the mothership will die, I guess? Hmm. This place where all the souls. What is the logic behind being able to affect souls that are yet to be born? It's not really for souls that are yet to be born from what? It's not directly for the souls that will be born from now on. I'm gonna need official translations. This is hard to understand. This place where all the souls of the earth pass through, by remodeling it into a soul branching and modeling device, the colors of the soul will be scattered, shapes will be adjusted, cursed energy will be erased. So there's no other way. A method, the Callian who's currently on the mothership. Okay, I know what he means. With that method, the Callian who is currently on the mothership will start attacking the Drumal tribe. Because if we are changing colors of the soul will be scattered, or at least not meaning that it will be repainted but scattered. Maybe, I don't know exactly what he means by scattered, but will change. Something will change there, right? Which might readjust the Kallian senses to not attack what it considers as the same nature as itself. So I guess what Yuji is saying here, the Kallian on the mothership will start attacking the people over there. So we need to kill it. I don't know. Ooh, Dabra. Is this before he left the planet? Probably, because we see these things here. It's fine. Go ahead and take it. So this is I really should reread the earlier chapters so I could remember exactly what the situation is here. I think it's I don't know if it's Dabra's sister or something like that that is hostage. I really need to reread that. The other stuff I remember fine with Maru and Cross and their parental figure. That stuff I remember just well, but I really would like to reread that eventually. Or get it explained to me at least, recapped. It's fine. Go ahead and take it. Is this one of those black ropes? Forgive me, Dabra. Who is saying this? Is it Maru who's saying this? I'm sorry, bro. Um, what is this? Oh, Dabra's here now. Did he die? You see, that's why he's on the path of souls. Bro, what the hell? I defiled the pride of a warrior by interfering in the duel, and that time as well. Didn't understand anything. Even so, I humbly ask you. So, okay. So we don't know how the duel ended, but we know Dabra is here, and we know Yuka isn't here, unless Dabra is the one who's on the path of souls or something and is dead, and now he has the black rope. She suddenly pulled out of his ass from one of his tribe's people. Seems like one of its wise people of the tribe or something. Okay, I humbly ask this of you. And Nara saying, I suppose I'm the only one who should return Simuria. Isn't that the only way for that girl to be saved? So she's alive, I guess. Maybe still in suspended animation. Maybe Maharaga. Maybe what happened is they removed all the cursed energy. Maybe Maharaga stopped working, but the suspended animation is still on because I guess the trial wasn't completed. I have no idea. I guess he's saying this is a theory, purely theory realm here. Me saying, well, if I leave, that maybe that counts as me losing. Maybe the suspended animation will end. But I was pretty sure she would die either way. She was already half dead when they launched her off the plane. Isn't that the only way for that girl to be saved? If it's just the two of us, you can get us there, right, Marul? Hmm. So he just said he should be the only one to return. But now he's saying if it's just the two of us, you can get us there, right, Marul? Us. Is he talking about him, Marulu, or him or Yuka? I came to Earth to keep my promise to Dura. Marul, you're okay now, right? Yeah. Then it's fine. My duty is over. Something huge changed a little, Dabra? He realized what was the meaning of protecting, is fighting because you need to protect someone. Not really. It's just that I finally caught up to the warrior. So did he kill Maharaga? Or something like that? Or does he feel like he finally achieved that? Who is this? Hold on, what the fuck? Big brother. So Pijo, let's go home. Who the fuck? His younger brother? With the power of the black rope, I knew it. It looked like the black rope. The curse of the Descante chief has been broken. Ah, I understand. I am smart. Hold on. Doggy, now is not the time. Okay, I understand. So he used the black rope to resolve that situation with his sister. There's nothing to bind Dabra anymore. Thank you, Marul. Really need to remember the situation. I don't remember the specifics. Thank you, Marul. Davra. Looks back. Sure we'll meet again. I finally understood. My technique is, so he didn't even have a full grasp of his own technique. What is going on? Okay. Yuka, Cross, Tsurugi, and I don't remember the guy's name. Look at how happy he is. I'm truly sorry. This is good. Thank you, Yoshitori. Are you sure you're done? You still have one big job left, don't you? Man, pacing is accelerating exponentially. Look at how happy it looks. So jolly. Ah, but I think that's something I should do by myself. I see. Well then, to both of us, I'll leave the rest to you. They're both saying it to each other? Okay, so everything's getting scattered. I don't want to say I understand what this exactly is. I'm probably dumb. But I'll keep reading to see if I get an explanation. I don't know how many pages we got left. Oh, wow. Cursed spirits of earth. It is a great sin. That's right. For me. That's right for me. My resolve was not enough. What? Bearing the burden of sin and resolve. I'm sorry. At the very least, rest peacefully. Let's do this. Just us. It's okay. Everyone is here. Thank you. All you souls with a prayer for peace. Yeah, he's crying. The ritual of harmony I shall conduct to completion. Next issue, 3 consecutive color pages. To a new world. Man, what the fuck am I reading? Everyone seems to be confused. What the fuck is even happening? Oh my god. Why is Gege rushing when he's decided this was going to be short? We started off really slow, with them still just discussing how they were gonna do this. And then very quickly, we go from this to this to this to this to this, to this, to this. Like, it is absolutely insane how fast this is going. I saw this image and I didn't believe it was true. I genuinely thought this was, uh, I mean, what the fuck? I'm so fucking confused. This manga is absolutely insane. Like, in this single chapter, more has happened. Like, this is probably on purpose, but the pacing of this story is truly going at an exponential rate. The first like few chapters up until like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, something like that, were going on very slowly, very chill pace, very. I was enjoying it a lot. I was liking the themes that were being presented and set up for the future. I like it when Gege does that. I really do. But then we got to the big fight, right? And it made sense. Everything's set up nicely. You're still keeping up. And now the fight is gone on for a few chapters. Now we're getting a little stronger. Then also got the fight going with uh, Tsurugi and Maru, right? Tsurugi loses and Maru's crying because the clash of ideals, and it's great. I'm really enjoying it. Then they cut to him and Yuji, just like that. And the last few chapters have been just two or three, I think, have just been Yuji and Maru talking, with still no explanation how exactly that happened, right? And now this chapter takes it to a whole nother level. We go from them talking, still like deciding how they should do this, to all of a sudden Dabra is no longer fighting, and Maru saying he interfered in the duel, unless there's like cut pages, which I honestly don't think so. Even if later on they explain this, everything, it is very, very weird. It is such a weird choice. I don't mind. I'm not angry because we didn't get a conclusion to the battle. I don't mind that. I don't mind that we don't exactly see how the battle ends. And I'm not saying this is an unsatisfying sort of ending. But it's a bit too quick. Maybe the official will clear some things up and it will make maybe a lot more sense. Viewing this as positively as I can, the official version will clear things up and make a lot of sense. Make this make complete sense, which is a very honestly, is unlikely. Very unlikely. But this really threw me for a loop. I was not expecting this. There's still a few things like, gege, please, my stocks are crashing. I defended you. Man, I'm genuinely hating that it's going like this because I made a bet that this would have a much nicer ending than JJK, and it would not be rushed at all or anything like that. That would be basically perfect because they've had whole time to figure this out and really plan out plot. I don't want to say I'm disappointed yet, but it's looking like that might be the way it turns out. That might be the way it ends up turning out. Man, I didn't, because I can't even like process this. This is like super fast. Man, fuck. Maybe it's my bad and I'm like really stupid and I'm not too dumb for this. Man, man, like, this is just insane. That I was not expecting that at all. I've been like this the whole time. I've been just reading like this, like trying to understand. But it is just so weird. Next week, I'll try to see if I understand it a little bit better now. Maybe before that even. If I like watch some videos like really explaining it really well or worst comes to worst, I'll be shitting on it, saying that it's complete dog garbage shit. But I really didn't want it to be. I am very confused. All right. Let's watch the JJK episode. But I now it will be no episode hasn't come out. Or am I tweaking? This episode's already come out. I've already seen this one. Is this a thing? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Give me a sec. No, okay. This week, really? This week's break. Oh, break week for broadcast. What the fuck? So, break week for broadcast. That is insane. Okay. Okay, let's go back to thinking about Modulo. Alright? Let's go back to thinking about that. Apparently there's like I thought this was an extra, but apparently okay, season 3 crunchy. Hold on. Yeah, there's a special episode here. And this is supposedly to keep you entertained. Are you not entertained? I started watching it and I realized, oh, like, this is just like a recap. Will I get copyrighted from JDK Season 3? So let's see what this is about. Okay. Is this like an actual episode? The events of the Con Games, first 12 days. Gotcha. So it's gonna have a few images, I guess. But man, like, let me see what people are saying. I need to get back into that JCK Modulo uh thing. 23. Everyone hates this chapter. I need to see this guy. I need to see what this guy thinks about it. Because this is just... This is just crazy. Why is it not working?
Back on Sunday when we will review the official release. But let's get into it. Okay, first of all, this chapter has a couple of extras, starting with a brand new color illustration that features Yuji and Mahito, and it looks so good. Our first official
Okay, man.
the souls that are born from now on, but rather we will... I'm sure we'll meet again. And then he says, I finally understand. My technique is... As he says this, he extends his hand out and these orbs of light begin emanating from it. And the paneling here is awesome. So
As you can see my
behind his
face, I'm just
hand,
like
we
this
see
the whole time.
Yuka, Tsurugi, Cross, and Usami, all of whom are unconscious due to their injuries. Seemingly whatever Maru is doing might heal them here. And Maru says, thank you, Yuji Itadori, and I'm sorry for everything. And Yuji says, well, hey, the work's not done yet. We got one more big thing. Maru says, yeah, but I think that's something I should do alone. And Yuji says, I see. Well, in that case, we're even. Then Yuji turns around and walks away, and both of them wave to each other at the same
Just ended
time.
so
And
fucking
at the same time,
fast.
both say, I'll leave the rest to you.
It's just
Now,
so
I don't know this
fast.
yet, but I'm wondering if the thing Yuji is going to do is go deal with Maharaga. Because if Dabura was ripped out of that duel, then
Yeah, sure, that would be fun. That might be cool. But that's still... I don't want to say unsatisfying, but this is insane.
Maharaga's still out there, right? Yuji's the only one that could handle that, so maybe that's what I'll leave the rest to you for him means. We then get a panel of Tokyo and all of the cursed spirits that still exist there, and we see Maru now looming
I am
above
like...
Tokyo, looking down upon it. Then he thinks to himself, cursed spirits of earth, this is a great sin, but I'm sorry my resolve was not enough. Bearing this burden of sin,
I am like so
I'm sorry.
dumbfounded by this
Please
chapter.
rest in peace. And as he says that, somebody
Genuinely
grabs his hand
hurts my
and he
brain.
looks up and he sees that it's his brother Cross is there with him. But not only Cross, Yuka and Tsurugi are there as well. And the four of them
Mars
all
Techniques,
join
he
hands.
just
And Cross says,
resolved
let's do this. Just us.
the whole plot.
It's all right. Everyone's here. Maru looks at all of their faces and then starts to get choked up and starts to cry, but then like grits his teeth and just says, thank you. And then we see all four of them joining hands and all of this energy start to like shoot up around them. And Maru screams, all of you souls, I offer you a prayer for peace. The final panel is just Maru screaming as tears stream from not only his eyes, but the third eye as well, as he says, this ritual of harmony I will conduct to completion. And that's where the chapter ends. This chapter was beautiful, man. Gege Akutami, please don't end this in 3 chapters in my life is
If he
yours.
ends this in 3 chapters, I'm holy.
But clearly we are getting to the end here. And now, since the
But
chapter is over and we
so
didn't get anything else
sudden.
from Yuji, I bet that's what's happening because he went on like he had something else to do, right? And again, if Dabra was stripped away from that duel, he's still rampaging.
I mean, we all knew. Okay, let me be fair here. We all knew that it would be somewhat rushed. We knew from the beginning that it would be 30 chapters. Like, that's still 7 chapters, right? That could resolve all of this instead of being condensed into one chapter. And if what this guy's saying is like accurate, the like bittersweet conclusion would be just finishing off Maharaga, but and a superly adapted Maharaga, I guess. It would
Paging
be a
out there,
little fun for
presumably.
the power
So I would
scalers.
imagine that is Yuji's task to go deal with that. But I mean, who knows?
But
So
apart
we might
from
have a big old
that,
fight
it
left in us
is
still. And I mean, we don't even know what this ritual entails. Tsurugi, Yuka,
we
and
have no
Cross were
idea
all
what it
on death's door to
entails.
begin with,
It's
right? So for all we
crazy.
know, what if their lives are used up in this ritual of harmony? Like, what if that's a sacrifice that this takes? I'm not saying that's
It's
what's going to
crazy,
happen, but
man.
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. The other thing I'm curious about is why do Dabra and his sister have to go home? Like maybe they want to, maybe they want to put it to the Diskunte chieftain and make things better on their planet. But I was holding out for the romance with Dabra and that chef, but
Me
I
too,
guess that
man.
ship has sailed. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one because this video is already really long. But y'all be sure to let me know your thoughts down below.
That was crazy. Absolutely insane. I don't even want to watch this because there's nothing new here. I might watch this like off camera. Like like this is absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm just reading what will happen to the Kalyan on the ship, and I was wondering the same thing because 1 second Yuji seems like he's making this big deal, and I'm thinking, well, if we're changing like the souls all of a sudden, nobody's expecting it. Maybe the Kalyan on the ship will start devastating the whole ship, and we got to go deal with that first. And that's what I am assuming that Yuji still has to go work on is maybe putting down the Kalyan on the ship. Or maybe not, because after all, harmony will encompass cursed spirits too. So maybe the part of Kalyan's that is part cursed spirits will be removed, and it'll just be like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh my fucking god. I am. The chapters are gonna be more simple than me. Oh my god, man. That's the thing. It's not bad. You can see that it's peak. Like you can clearly see that it's good, but it's just so fast. Like I was enjoying it up till I was really enjoying it. Like I'm invested. Like they're trying to figure out how to do this. But then it just starts. It's like e expecting you to keep up with its speed. Like all it takes is a few pages and then we're here. One, two, three, four. We give it four. This barely counts. 4 pages, then we're here. Oh my. It's good. I like it, but it's too fast. Couldn't this have been stretched out a little bit? Like, I don't mind an ending like this. I don't mind a sort of ambiguous ending where you have questions like how did they get here? I I, I don't mind if it's more symbolic, right? I don't mind if you what think matters most at the end of the day is the symbolism that the story is trying to portray rather than the rather than your power scaling and stuff and I guess logic. That goes kind of like hand to hand with how Evangelion does it, which at the end of the day they just kind of like fuck the plot. We're not here for the plot. We're here for character development. And you just spend the last 3 episodes. That was also because they ran out of budget. They just spend the last 3 episodes like fully in the character's mind, reaching a conclusion, a worthwhile conclusion. Like I don't mind those types of things. Those I think that is very cool and kind of ballsy. If it's anything, it's certainly ballsy to do this. But oh my god, the slander, man! I was really hoping Gege would prove them all wrong and write a good conclusion, a conclusion where at least most people are satisfied. This is certainly not gonna satisfy most people, or at least there would be a genuine good defense for the slander. But the slander, I can already picture the slander. The slander's gonna be insane. I don't want to open Twitter. But open. Hold on. Let's open Twitter. Hold on. Or X. My bad. Do I have my account? I don't think I do. Okay. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Alright. Let's see a bit of the slender so we can laugh. Yep. Modulo chapter 23.
But it's still an inch thick.
Yeah, of steel. How are we supposed to get through that? Man, that was crazy.
We found the
Oh, this. I just read Modulo chapter 23 links, showed it, and it showed me all I don't care about, only care about fights. I say shit like I wanted to see how Raga versus Dabra ended, you clearly don't give a fuck about Yuka's life, Daura getting teleport. Like, I don't think that's actually valid. I actually think it's kind of bullshit. Choso mentioned, sure. I just didn't know how it felt reading that. Oh, there's an extra. That's fun. I'm actually laughing my ass off of how ass chapter 23 module is. It's truly the sequel because it disappointed the same way the original did. And yeah, that's more in line with what I'm expecting it at this point. In other news, Duncan Egg is alive and well. It's alive and well. I reread Sworn Sword, the whole thing, legally, of course. I wouldn't go. I would never download any illegal documents. Uh, yeah, never do that. But it's peak. It's actually peak. This it'll be if it does get done if it does get done the same way that the first season was, it'll actually be better than the first season. I don't think it. I don't. It doesn't have the same big death moments like the Baylor, but it does need to because it's got themes and theories. If they play into like Lady Weber planned it all from the beginning theories, I'm all for it. After reading it, like I watched, I think it was Alchif X video, Alchif X's video, and he mentions that theory, and I was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense actually. That has to be true. If they play into that, make and put like hints into that, I will be not hints, not necessarily. If they just do it justice, and leave the same open-ended, like feeling that wait, that might have been resolved. That might have gone too well for her. It actually went perfectly well for her. She got all she wanted actually. It does make sense. If they put more clues, like at the beginning of the first meeting with Duncan, Lady Weber, if they put that clue that she asks him of how strong he is, it could be like a way of setting up she's looking for someone to kill the Longinch in some sort of trial. Maybe she's been planning it. If they play into that, it's gonna be really fucking good. How did this become about Duncan Egg? I don't know. I'm coping. Um, I'm coping hard. I'm coping hard. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it now. What else is there to say? I think I've already said all that I wanted to say. It's no worthwhile conclusion. I think there's no worthwhile conclusion I can give here. But yeah, we'll see how it unfolds. This is, but I'm feeling the last feeling that I have is that this is gonna be like, just like JJK when they announced that only 5 chapters left and we were in the middle of the final battle. Not middle, you know, only 5 chapters to like solve everything, and everyone's like, wait, really? Some people were expecting that this would be the final battle, right? But other people were still like holding out that there'd be more. Yeah. All right. That's gonna do it for today. Bye bye.